Mhm. All right. That got it there. Well, all righty. Islam, peace and love, konnichiwa, buenos tardes. Yeah, all those loveful, peaceful greetings to you all. Islam, I am Brother Shiningly Male, one of the 5 astro magnificent bros from the Seven Hill Star Astrology Firm. And some might know me as Brother Shiningly Male. You already know all is well, but bro, what was that other appellation? What was that? Oh, it's so low you can hear it, but I know what it is.
You can hear it?
I can barely hear it, but I already knew what it was when we started.
I did the Braveheart, man. I played it for you and everything, man. That's crazy. That is so wild, man. This is, I just gave it just a little bit. Okay, that's it.
All right. And now I'm here with
today, bro. I was like, you know what? Let me just play a snippet of it.
Wasn't expecting that one from you. A little surprise there.
Right? A little snippet, right? Okay.
And I'm here with my bro, the living master, and he is
hilarious. Stop it. Namaste, Islam, y'all. I am Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey here in Morocco in northwest of Mexico. How are you? Welcome to our Intuition Monday, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, we would like to welcome y'all to another Intuition Monday, and just a reminder for those just coming across Seven Hill Star, been watching for a while, when it comes to us, we are the only astrology firm doing global delineations. Let me say that again for you: global delineations for the collective.
Wow.
Let that rest. The only, nobody else, and anybody else trying to do it, they got it from us. So
technically, yeah.
Yeah, they got it from us. So we did it first. Right? We just Astro J'ing it up. Inspired, right?
You have been inspired by Seven Hill Star. No, go ahead, bro.
And you're welcome. You're welcome. For past inspiration, present inspiration, and future inspiration. So yeah, man. This is a beautiful thing that we have done, that we have started, and that we will continue to keep doing at Seven Hill Star Astrology. So make sure you go to sevenhillstar.com. Make sure you check everything we got out. We've got the calendar for the weather report that you can get. Just transits. Now, for those who wouldn't subscribe, y'all missed out on the gift. So now you're gonna have to transact for that. But you can get the transit for 2023 through 2024, but you can also get your personal, your one of a kind, right? Instead of going to get a Gucci bag that everybody else got, you can give your own personal transit calendar. So you don't have to ask what's going on or why is this happening, or you can get your mirror session where we show you how to read your own chart and read others, so you understand. So that when you get that your transit calendar, you'll be able to say, okay, well, I have, Venus is scoring my moon today. Well, I could be, stimulation ideas in that type fashion. You'll be able to delineate for yourself and just know what's coming, right? And yeah, so missing out, and you already know the astrology, Reiki, CMOS, Brother Jag might even be giving some guitar lessons. I'm gonna need some of that too for myself. We do it all here at Seven Hill Star. And we just getting started. So, if you think what we're doing now is why, man, don't lose your pants or your head when we, bring other things that we have cooking. Right. So without further ado here, right, get into the screen share. I will be starting us off today. So Brother Jag is probably somewhere laughing in spirit. No, I have to do a 7th house, but that's all right. Brother Sign.
Right.
That's all right. Brother Sign will be doing 4 through 6 and closing us out with houses 10 through 12. All right, so let's get right into it. Sun, Jupiter, Cazimi. Hit the share. Let me get there. All right, and let's just get right on into it. All right, so we have Sun and Jupiter Cazimi. All right, this is occurring April 12th, 2023, occurring on the Wednesday, on the Mercury day. And we are traveling near Bandar Seri Begawan, Brunei. All right, guys, so we have the Cazimi occurring in the first house at 21 degrees Aries. Right, we have Aries on the rise as well. So guys, just for this, right, Aries horizons, the Brunei and surrounding areas for this Pisces zone. You have this occurring in your not fifth house. Something like Mike Tyson right there. You have the canning at fifth house. But
Yo.
Yeah, this is occurring next Wednesday, right? So we're about a strong ahead. What folks would commonly call it a week. Right. So we have this occurring in the first house. So when we think of first house, we think of self-identity, right? Appearance. So there's gonna be an expansion here. The light is really being shined upon how you view yourself, right? I'll say you look at this more internally, right? So how do you view yourself on the inside? All right, what things about yourself are you looking to expand, right, from your inner world that you're looking to put out, project into the outer world? And 21 degrees is the degree of hope, and I think it was artistic, right? So this Cazimi is bringing us hope, and Jupiter is also faith, right? One of the key terms of Jupiter is like faith, expansion, optimism. So this is a really great time to be optimistic about just your philosophy, higher learning, spirituality. But I'm getting that beings are really going to have to put away the ego and the mental judgment of things, right? To really be able to access that higher knowledge, that higher wisdom, and just Akashic records in general, right? And guys, is being ruled over by Mars. Mars is in the third house, 8 degrees Cancer. So there's going to be a lot of like clarity. I'm feeling a lot of clarity when it comes to just the mindsets or securing the proper knowledge and wisdom for yourself and your loved ones. And Mars's final expositor is Luna. Luna's in the 9th house, right? So this is having hope in sight. So yeah, really going within to find the gems within yourself, but also being open to gems that come from outside of you, but using the discernment on what's for you and what's not, right? And for that, I'm gonna yield the floor. All right, moving on to the Aquarius zone next. All right, so we're still at Wednesday, April 12th, 2023. All right, occurring at 0300 hours, 37 minutes. And we are near Patna, India, right? We have Pisces on the rise here. All right, and Jupiter is ruling the chart, ruling the first house and the 10th. Right, and that is rolling that from the second. So you've got Sun and Jupiter in the second house. So yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of changes here. Maybe a lot of healthcare workers, maybe either getting a raise or looking to further pursue their education. Right, so if someone has like a bachelor's or whatever, they'll be looking to go that next level up. We're also gonna be seeing a lot of institutions expanding, right? Maybe looking to get some new buildings or incorporate a more harmonic oath when it comes to the healthcare service, looking to actually help beings and not keep beings in a state where they have to keep coming back. Right, so being able to actually assess the problem and cure that, so that they don't have to keep coming back. With that, Mars is in the 4th house, right? So yeah, I'm just feeling a lot of beings are going to be looking to go natural when it comes to their remedies to secure their health and psychological mind state of their loved ones, right? So maybe instead of right, wanting to send them to a nursing home, maybe someone is going to open their home for the loved one to take care of them, right? Since they have paid it forward and looked out for others, and now they're taking that opportunity and that charge upon themselves, that duty to care and attend to their loved ones, while they also tend to their own health. And now with Sun, passing that Cazimi with Chiron, when it deals with wounded healing, it's now that Cazimi with Jupiter. So guys, yeah, y'all are really able to expand upon just prior wisdom, right? Able to put that old past pain, trauma experiences in the past. Just kind of any self-identities aren't serving you that one still might be holding on to, that you might not even aware of, right? So and be able to have that sight for the long term with Luna there in the 10th house being ruled by Jupiter. So yeah, just putting things to bed, right? This is no Jay Holiday here, but when it comes to putting things to bed, put those things that don't serve you anymore. Put the ego to death as well and let spirit lead the way, right? Sun and Jupiter. So yeah, this is getting to the heart, right? The Habibi, right? And Mars is in Cancer. So yeah, really able to dig deep within and bring those gems out of yourself. And also be able to teach something to the children. So maybe a new children's study could be coming up, maybe a new school, right? That isn't under the guise of the Rockefeller propaganda. Look that up, 1903. So being that be able to collectively come together and either start teaching from home or setting up somewhere in their local community that they can sell their children to really study and get the truth and just not be bred for animal husbandry. So being able to tap into that site, that foundation, that nurturing for yourself, and have a sight of what authority really is and what isn't. Studying those codes and statutes as well, because Sun and Jupiter is all about leadership, philosophy, lawyers. So woe unto you lawyers. Your time has come. And I'll say enough of that because y'all already know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, I would yield from those deceptive practices. And with that, I will yield the floor. Moving on into the Capricorn zone. Next. Right. This is still occurring on the Wednesday. 0200 hours, 7 minutes, 6 seconds, or 207 anti-meridian. And we are traveling near the Coas, Maratuis. Guys, so this is third house, right? Third house is communication, short travels, siblings. So maybe someone's traveling to see their sibling, right? Maybe someone is going to like a local college or university or something like that, not far, taking a trip there, or even just sending them books, or, maybe doing something via internet, like a FaceTime call, or maybe a Zoom. Saturn's ruling their chart. Saturn's in the first. Uranus is a co-ruler, right? In the third house as well. Conjunct Juno here. So, maybe someone's about to renew their vows. Or looking to go into the matrimony, right? Not doing marriage, right? You don't want to sell yourselves and your little ones back into slavery. And even though you might not be aware of that, that is what's happening. And we're going to talk about the TV show. So going into matrimony and really keeping the so-called state and agents out of your business. That's what you're saying. Business, my business. Stay up out of my business. And keeping them out of it. Mars is in the fifth, right? So finding ways to be more passionate with your lover, right? Yeah, and some could even wanting to, step up more in themselves to be like, I don't want to say like a provider, but more like a protector energy, right? Saturn, spent quarterly Saturn the first, conjunct Formahat. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of full cycle things coming around for this Mauritius area and surrounding areas, and also for Aquarius rising. Yeah, a new home project, a new love project, right? Maybe starting like counseling for for couples. Or maybe if you don't do it at near your hometown, right? Because you're not within any city or state, as long as you're not a federal agent, you'll be able to have that site to really help beings see what they can't see within themselves. Maybe it gives them that sight, maybe even some more artistic work. Let's see, Sun and Aries, that's very it's like active work. So maybe someone's about to start free running, or kind of like a leadership Big Brother program in that matter. But just for beings themselves, the light is being shined upon your mindset and your mental. So once again, it comes back to just letting go and letting the call upon take the wheel, right? If you're let Jesus take the wheel, that's justice. So let justice be the wheel. And not look for revenge or to do harm anyone, but let the universe and the laws of karma take their due course. And teach your little ones and your loved ones and those around your local community. And with that, I will yield the floor.
Wow.
And I'll yield to the living master while he goes in on the Sagittarius zone for you.
You are hilarious, bro. Just sharing out to you all out there. Their Facebook, I was just sharing for it with a few loved ones there. Facebook, you know what? Let me let our loved ones at the Jurisprudence Gym know that we're live right now, right? Put that on out there. And then I'll go back before I get started, right? Let it be known to those that I see you in the chat there. I think Brother Dirk Blash Bay and Jadon L were the first two to comment in the chat. Let me double check that. Yep, Jadon says Islam, kin folks. Brother Dirk Blash Bay says Islam. Slim Herbin says Islam nobles, peace and love. Happy Moon Day. Indeed, indeed. So let's get this rum going. Looks like I need to get this fixed too. Let me see.
Really? A green screen got
things.
There we go.
Yeah, I know, right? This is what I was choosing though. I was feeling a little, I gotta actually share and post some Astrology Street for the Aries webisode. Since there's been a new manifestation to I and the loved ones, it's like, hey, I've been just kind of like focused on certain things just in home a little more than on the internet. However, that balancing the time thing is so-called time, right? It's actually pretty fun because it's like, oh, you know what? Hey, I don't, I can just do this real quick. Baby is knocked out or anything in between. But, but besides, us, producing our own content, whether it's on the internet, soon you guys will receive a book from us as well as new music. The two different types of music projects will be coming out actually for you guys listening pleasure, right? To enjoy. And the book is going to be superb. I don't think it's going to be a lengthy book. It's just going to be one that's really effective for those that are sincerely practicing astrology. So it's going to be something that probably a lot of our colleagues will be able to appreciate. Maybe. All right. I think it's going to be really awesome, man.
They don't appreciate it. They hating because it wasn't them.
And yeah, hey, it is what it is. And Antonio Bay also says Islam. Islam to you. So with that being said, so we got a Sun Jupiter Cazimi going on, right? So Sun moves faster than Jupiter, of course, from our perspective here on Earth, because we're actually measuring our earthly motion based on observing the sun as far as the revolution, right? The revolving, so to speak, right? So in Chad, right? We're in Chad, and it is the Jamina, right? If I pronounce that correctly. If you're from Chad and I did not pronounce it correctly, I'm open for correction, right? The Jamina. All right. Anyway, on the 11th, April 2023 is when this is taking place on Mars Day, right? Tuesday. And it's happening about 2300 hours, 7 minutes, and 6 seconds, or 11:07:06 post meridian, right? For this particular zone, right? The Sagittarius zone, right? So with that being said, I remember Brother Sean was just briefly mentioning also, right? What was the 21 to 22 degrees Aries? And we would just check our references real quick, just really, really quickly, right? I will give you guys a response to that just very soon. Just to be sure, I think Brother Sean was saying hope, right? So 21 is hope, artistic, and he's correct. And 22 is music. So hope, artistic, and music. And so this is happening about 21 degrees, 45 minutes, as we can see. That's where the Cazimi is actually happening anyway, 21 degrees Aries, 45 minutes. For this particular portion pertaining to the Earth within the Sagittarius zone and all that are within the Sagittarius zone, this is happening in the 4th house. Now, Sun is exalted in Aries. The Cazimi with Jupiter, it makes me think people are going to find something that they were missing in the home. Is like something gold, actually, or there's going to be some value, something expanded in the home, where you're going to be using something gold, whether it's a gold statue, gold candle, gold curtains. I just think when it comes to the home, people are going to be seeing what they can do and making gold active within their home. What I also really see here too is when it comes to really shining a light on one's studies abroad, they're really looking forward to being a little more down to earth, probably with those that they're learning from. So this may be a means of some way, shape, or form. People will be inviting their professors to dinner type of energy. Or someone who they've been able to get a higher sense of spirituality from to a certain extent. Maybe some spiritual leader will be invited to the home, and or maybe there will be some means for someone to now newly become security for some said spiritual leader, right? And at the end of the day, I think what we'll also see is there's going to be, when it comes to this so-called quote unquote spiritual leader, there's going to be a bit of a shock that they're so close to your neighborhood or visiting your neighborhood type of energy. So I think people are going to get some type of visit from their, maybe they have a certain guru that they really look up to, or maybe they'll be visited in their dreams, possibly by someone that they look up to, right? So, like Prophet Noble Ali said, if you see me, don't say anything because I'm vibrating on another plane, right? And other people may not be able to see me. So I kind of look at that energy like that. What we can also do is just be very, find the love nature, the love connection between some things that you can learn from the past, maybe with some wounds in the past that will be very helpful in learning you how to heal, very fortunate to your health. So you really can find ways of not overindulging in your creativity, however, expand your heart accordingly, right? Make sure you're not allowing yourself to be locked down in an unwanted fashion within your home, so that you can be able to really move forward in, your soul's destiny in a very chaste fashion. You don't want to have to do things dirty to move ahead in life. So make sure you're really securing the ideals in your mind so that you can creatively expand without resistance. And with that, I yield the floor. We're going to move on to the Scorpio zone, right? Check that out there. Oh, I appreciate you, Antonio. Antonio Bay says, you all hit that like button. That's, you know what? And I know we don't normally tell people to do things like that. So, and that's refreshing to see. I appreciate that. That's very kind And Brother Antonio Bay's texting, he's chatting with us from the YouTube handle. It says Pam Kirby. However, he lets himself know that it's him. So I think that's very kind. I really appreciate your kindness, Brother Antonio. Thank you so much. So yeah, guys, why not go and hit that like button and share with your loved ones, And I thank you all for being here. And those of you that interact, when you come here, So with that being said, guys, moving forward, this is taking place in the 5th house within the Scorpio zone, still for the 11th April 2023 on Mars. It's Tuesday, right? At about 2200 hours, 7 minutes and 6 seconds, or 10:07:06 post meridian for Bamako, Mali, right? And that's looking at this Placidus house system style chart. We can actually see, even with Sagittarius on the rise here, it's very interesting with, Jupiter being Habibi. So this is just a well-loved, well-favored spiritual advisor. And when I say guru, I'm not speaking guru in the terms of us, speaking about people who claim they know something and they really don't. No, I mean, this is someone who may actually assisted you in your spiritual growth, or is able to be very mild in certain areas, yet firm in making sure you're being consistent. And I think what will be actually seen is a means for you to maybe even assist and deputize your energy in assistance to someone who will, maybe, have you assist with some structure in their home. So maybe you'll get invited by someone. I don't know, those of you that may go to mosque, church, temple, right? Ashram. Maybe one of you will be able be asked to actually come and help to maybe clean up someone's garden, or maybe clean up their library, or help to organize some books. And particularly, I think what this is going to do too is going to probably really allow a field trip to actually happen, especially for children. Children will be able to get a huge kick out of maybe visiting a museum and or a library in this moment. I think what will be really communicated to the children, even if they don't express themselves, a lot of them are going to really see that they really enjoy the library, and or if not, and I'll say or, however, and the museum. Right, time to really study abroad, even if it isn't someone going physically far away from where they lay their head. Being able to explore the world by going to either a library or museum is very prominent, I see, in this Scorpio zone. So near Bamako, Mali, and all other areas, so to speak, within this Scorpio zone will really get a huge download, so to speak, when it comes to being able to study abroad. Maybe even to the point where some may really experience having really stable internet service, or maybe someone has made it so that a whole neighborhood or a whole school full of children will be able to now further expand their studies by finally having internet access where it didn't exist prior. All righty. So with that being said, I'm going to yield the floor on that one, and we move right on to the Libra zone. We in the
Libra zone.
So with that being said, guys, the Sun Jupiter Cazimi, right? With Jupiter being Habibi, right, in the heart of the Sun, within the Libra zone for the 11th April 2023, still from Mars Day, right? However, this is taking place at 1900 hours, right? 7 minutes, 7 seconds, or 7:07:06 post meridian. Seems like Brazilian time, honestly. However, Darwin, Falkland Islands. All right, it's happening in the 6th house, if I'm not mistaken, right? So with that being said, I think we're going to find a way to really institute a means to really find a means to not only just institute, but also kind of intersect some ideals pertaining to wounded healing, where some people may probably go to an acupuncturist, possibly, to be able to have something that they know they needed a treatment for all along, but they were like afraid of the needles of acupuncture, but they're going to actually enjoy it, really find that it was way more healing and more relaxing than they intended. You might even go to a chiropractor, someone, and really find that you're able to get some length out of your posture by allowing yourself to have your back corrected. All righty. What you'll be able to do also is move forward in your affairs. Move forward in your affairs pertaining to the destiny pertaining to your soul, and for that which you're destined to be able to do. And what you'll actually see, right? What you'll actually see is you'll be able to really communicate some things that will make sudden changes in your relationship, because I think what will happen is your beloved mother mistress consort for you sons, or your beloved son master consort for you mothers, you'll be able to see that there's a change in the values that will be able to take place, because what you actually see is a new way of seeing your life partner. You will actually see that they actually have a real plan. You may have think they've been hurting themselves, actually. And what you actually learn from what they've been doing is just a mode and a matter of paying their dues to be able to really get to this new point where they are, where they will never have to really be quote unquote low on resources ever again, whether it's in the form of finances or any other resources that allows them to be assisted in completing any tasks within their craft. So with that being said, Mars is ruling the ascendant from the 9th house. And what I think will be actually happening here, one will actually learn that the reason why one goes about their affairs the way that they do, even in foreign affairs, is because they don't want to see themselves or their loved one in a position that they've seen their mothers in, right? Maybe someone that has actually grown up with and grew up in foster care and was treated unfairly, by some foster mother or foster father. And what they'll be able to do is kind of go back in the deep recesses of their mind and psychologically evolve themselves to be able to deputize a means necessary, in harmony with the universe, being the deputy to the universe, and be able to set something forward for them, their loved ones, and their little ones. All righty. So with that being said, guys, I am going to yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I am well pleased with the brave heart testimonies, Brother Sean Aline L. Islam.
Alrighty, guys. So moving along, right? For Tuesday, for the Mars Day, for Quito, Ecuador, occurring at 1700 hours, 7 minutes, 6 seconds, 5:07 post meridian. We have the Sun, Jupiter, Cazimi occurring in the 7th house. All right, so here what I'm getting is that there is going to be a lot of healing in relationships, right? For those that are couples or wanting a matrimony, what they call marriage, even for singles, just everyone around this area is really going to get a sense of clarity pertaining to past pain from relationships that they may be holding on to that could be affecting their current relationship or situation, or just even their mindsets pertaining to how they look at love, how they look at relationships, how they look at others, right? So being able to realize that that reflection of themselves, right? If we think about the first house, how's that being seen, right? How are those reflections being seen outside of you when you relate and you talk to others? Also, I'm getting that a lot of beings are going to be getting more into contracts, studying contracts. And I know we've been hammering it for a while now here, but I think beings are finally going to start to get it. When it comes to, like I said, the contracts, it's not signing their appellation, they're putting their name on things just to get something. They'll be like, hey, I've seen this or I've studied this. So asking those questions. And now that they're understanding the different points of law, what makes a contract, they'll be able to really expand upon their resources and just their own security when it comes to their private property, right? I could see someone maybe wanting to expand, right? Their business, right? If they're, involved in that aspect of that, looking to expand that business, right? For their home, right? Maybe someone wants to operate out of their domus. I'm getting like maybe doing hair, fitness, workout, yoga, even like carpentry. I'm getting carpentry too. So maybe not even doing going to like major, but like small companies, right? Or those that that can do interior work. I'm getting interior work here. Yeah. And it's also like not overindulging, but overindulging truth. Wow. Yeah. And immerse yourself in truth. Venus is ruling the chart, right? Where Venus is in Gemini, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the eighth house. So yeah, be able to, like I said, talk with your partners or talk with others about resources. All right, Venus being in eighth, you'll be able to start looking at the dual natures of things. You'll be able to have conversations and maybe just to enjoy. So maybe some stimulation there with that. And Venus is trine Uranus. So there's like a mass awakening when it comes to handling others' resources and how things are set up in your home. So things that could have been lost will be once found again. But I think it'll be a whole new sense of things that beings will be finding themselves acquainted with the Venus, Pluto trine, and Aquarius and Gemini. So very airy. So be able to mentally purge yourself of things. With Mars and that 10th ruling over the Cazimi. Yeah, really just get into securing that inner nature of yourself and watch things work on the outer. Just go deep within yourself to find things that motivate you. What gets you fired up? Especially when it comes to the home. Home is the first place of government. So how can you really secure your government when you go out to Job or you go speak to these so-called heads of authority? You're really looking to secure that away from your home so that you can bring that information back to your home to assist yourself and your loved ones and, your friends and their little ones and loved ones. Let's see. And we've got Chiron there too, and North Node still there in the 7th as well too. So yeah, make your destiny out of finding the values and expanding upon things that come to your head, and also drink some water, right? Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Plenty, right? We know, that might have been a favorite line from Waterboy, when they said water sucks, but water really doesn't suck, right? You need that.
High quality H2O.
Hey, quality. He said, water. He said, he said, Gatorade. Water sucks. It really, really sucks, right? But yeah, find those gems and just look to secure your home life and take any anger or emotions stemming from someone might feel their children for some reason or your loved one, and just take that negative energy and put it into something more profound and more helpful, right? Because hurting others is only hurting yourself, because we are all mirrors and reflections of each other. So uplift and don't harm others. With that, I will yield the floor for the Virgo zone. And moving on into the Leo zone, right? We're in the 8th house now. We're at Amarillo, Texas. Right, it's occurring on Tuesday. All right, at 1700 hours, 7 minutes, 6 seconds, or 5:07 post meridian. All right, so we have Sun and Jupiter in the 8th house. All right, so the house of inheritance. So this is, once again, clarity. Let's see, Mercury, where you at? I think, let's see, 8 degrees, 15 minutes, 11. So Mercury is out from under the beams of Sol, the sun. So you guys are going to be able to, I wonder what 11 degrees Taurus is. That is experimental scientists. So you guys will be able to start experimenting different knowledge and philosophies, right? We can study and learn about things so much, but that's only half the truth, half the journey, because the other half is applying those things that we learn, that we study. So with Mercury ruling this chart here, ruling over the 1st house and the 10th from the 9th, you guys will be able to start putting different practices into mind. So if you've been organizing, getting into the details of things that help you see the why, right? The bigger picture, the bigger purpose, you're able to move forward with this clarity that you're receiving from having hope that all is well, right? No matter how the 5 cycle physical 3 looks, because you know that we are more than just a body. So having that hope, and at the same time having sight of what you would like to see for your home life, right? Maybe finding controlling issues that might have been stemmed from childhood, and now beings have became older and might do things a certain way that they're aware of, but not really sure why, right? Why you like that way. And so that clarity is able to come from realizing what other beings did to you, right? Moon's also conjunct spirits, part of spirit and victory, right? So this some winning energy for knowledge, and possibly, I don't know, it's like entrepreneurial business for wanting to do service for others without having to contract. Oh, my package is here. Without having to contract and go through the so-called state and municipalities to get or do things, and just doing it for you and for the collective. Mars is still there and transiting in the 10th house, right? So securing that home life, securing the long term, but being able to be in the present moment, and you be able to really communicate some values for yourself, especially from your own journey. So being able to communicate things that you learned, things that worked for you, things that didn't work for you. So not only you're realizing within yourself, but you're giving that knowledge, that energy to others who could be in that same situation or looking to avoid that situation, so they can clear that hurdle without tripping and falling over that hurdle. Let's see, Uranus is conjunct, that should be Vesta, right? So marriage here. So finding new values within the marriage, right? So it's like, gosh, we used to do this when we first met. That's what brought us together. And we kind of strayed away from it, when life throws different things, but they're able to go back to that moment and rekindle that flame that brought them together. And
conjunct Vesta,
Vesta, and that's Juno too, that Uranus is conjunct, right? Oh yes, pardon me. Uranus conjunct Juno, right? And North Node separating from that conjunction with Vesta. So finding value in things that others might have.
You got it.
Others might have traded away or didn't truly, care about, or try to make you feel smaller for something that you are passionate about, but they weren't, according to their mental projections, right? And with that, so I will yield the floor. Right. So moving on into the Cancer zone. Just give me 1 second while I grab these joints.
Yeah, I know, man. You said your packages were there, right?
Should be something else too. I think it's a short one, but they might be bringing them separately. But right, moving on next. Oh no, they're both in there. So moving on now to you already know I got had to get an adapter because Mac, they've got like 2 little ports, and anything USB is not happening with Mac.
Wow.
Yeah, so I bought a little USB adapter.
Oh, talking about a hub. You got a hub, so you can like put like 4 other ones up to it, other than what the 2 that you could use.
Yep, and some other things if needed.
What is that, like a 4-port hub or 8-port hub?
It's got 4 ports, and it's got like another 2 different kind of ports on the side.
Oh, that's love. That's love.
Yeah, needed that. And then just my flash drive, right? Because we do make a lot of projects and do a lot of things to just keep some free space. Getting back into goodness, what they put flex tape on this shit? Goodness gracious. Oh yeah. Now watch me find my other little external flash drive I was looking for. I was telling my cousin, like, man, don't it suck when you think about something you ain't thought in a minute, but then it randomly comes to your mind, you start looking for it and can't find it nowhere. But all right, pardon me. All right, guys, back to the Cazimi, right? April 11th. All right, at 1400 hours, 7 minutes, 6 seconds, 207 post meridian, and we're at Ketchikan Gateway, Alaska. We are near.
That sounds like a fun game. Let me stop. Right. I'm joking.
Catch him if you can. All right. Catch them all. Pokemon. No.
It's long.
All right, so this is beautiful, right? We've got Sun in the God house Lady likes to be in. Jupiter's got accidental dignity in the 9th. All right, and Sun's ruling the chart from the 9th, right? Leo on the rise here at 26 degrees. Yeah, with this for this Alaska area, I'm getting kind of like the collective community. I'm saying like boats, maybe. I'm seeing boats. So maybe someone's looking to journey off, right? Into the unknown of their mental waters. Or someone could be looking to travel long distance, whether that be physically, mentally, or astrally, for some higher learning here. North nodes and part of fortunes in there, Mercury's in there. Yeah, North nodes conjunct. See someone too, like having starting something with their mother. So maybe a young mother here is going to be kind of stepping into the elder role of the family, or looking to bring some value, or someone even could receive an inheritance from a past loved one, right? Whether that be in form of monetary gain. I'm really saying this is more on the spiritual gain, like an Akashic record download, like being able to really put forth what someone's past family members couldn't do. Mars is in the 11th house. So being able to connect with the community via the internet, right? Being able to start taking action for the community in a humanitarian way, right? Let being service to others be pleasure, right? Let taking care of others, helping others be a service of pleasure, because once you give that out, what else you're going to receive back? That love, that energy that you put into others. So yeah, pouring out. And nothing's really there. Sagittarius. So yeah, Moon's conjunct victory. So there's a win here occurring. So yeah, having that sight of what's truly for you and letting go of everything that's not for you. That's all pretty much I have to say there. Yeah, and just not losing sight of what drives you or what you're doing things for, and then having hope that things will take care of themselves as long as you continue to make the necessary steps and adjustments. And then just finding new ways to explore or be childlike when it comes to creating things or expressing your joy or being able to teach others. And yeah, with that, yeah, I'll yield the floor and let the bro go in and close it out.
Alrighty, so Jupiter conjunct Sun or Sun conjunct Jupiter. This is the Sun Jupiter Cazimi for the Gemini zone for 11th April 2023. Still on Mars Day. That's Tuesday, right? Happening just 7 minutes and 6 seconds after noon, right? Near the Titicaca Cook Islands, right? So this is happening within the 10th house. Alrighty, so guys, you will be able to really 9 times out of 10 kind of check how you are assisting children in building their values, right? And being able to make a means for them to build their values and showing that it's important for them to learn something every day. And they will be able to turn that learning something every day into some type of spiritual grounding when they get older, right? And be able to get along with other beings from different parts of Earth, where they'll be able to really facilitate a means to kind of look like they have some leadership skills amongst their peers. So just really make sure you're nurturing children in a way where they'll be able to really expand their own values by you allowing them to really see how they can make learning something every day supreme means for them to get along with people globally or worldwide. And with that, I yield the floor. We'll take it on to the Taurus zone, right? And looking there within the Taurus zone, it's going to take place within the 11th house, if I'm not mistaken, by the time we look at this one, right? And what we can actually see here, what really needs to be communicated is that there's some listening that needs to happen. I think expanding listening and listening to others within the group, maybe someone else's child will be able to bring to you some answer to some ideals of some things that you had, you wanted to communicate some things you were thinking about, and you were unable to see how to actually relate this and incorporate it amongst your own. So I think here, some elders, in terms of, being older to someone who's younger than them, will be able to really allow themselves to not only seek, however, accept the advice that will really come from someone younger than them. Maybe a next door neighbor, maybe someone locally that they never would have thought that would have the wisdom that will be imparted to them. However, be able to really value the communication and be able to incorporate it within their life in a way where they're going to have to really isolate themselves and maybe even from, their immediate loved one in order to make the transformations necessary in their own thinking and communication to better themselves in their position where they would like to see themselves amongst their peers. This will also be something where maybe someone who runs some type of spiritual arena or some spiritual gym, so to speak, whether it's church, synagogue, mosque, temple, they will be able to really allow themselves to have a fresh mind and fresh eyes and fresh thoughts by observing the children around them. And with that, I yield the floor. I'm going to take it to the Aries zone and be right here in the 12th house, where this is going to be right after a sunrise for this particular Aries zone, right? And it's going to take place just $0,700, 37 minutes and 6 seconds. All righty, Alice Springs, Australia. And this is happening just a little after sunrise. And I can tell you, to be exact, it's happening after sunrise about
44 minutes after sunrise, roughly. So about 44, under 45 minutes after sunrise for the Aries zone, right? And what can really be looked at here, you can really allow yourself to go into that meditative state. Really allow yourself to stop being so busy, right? You may find yourself normally getting straight to work at this point in time for those of you near the Aries zone, but take this time to maybe put your feet on the earth, right? Bare feet on the earth. Do a little sun gazing, right? Make sure you're inhaling. All your inhales are nasal and all your exhales are vocal, right? All your inhales are going through the nose and all exhales out the mouth. So that you can really allow yourself to unchain yourself from that which will actually give you a sense of clarity. Honestly, you will be able to really see that you'll be able to do better in your tasks throughout the rest of the day, provided you take the time early in the morning to go and be with nature. All right. And with that, I yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I'm well pleased, Brother Sean Alimel.
Islam, bro. Gratitude indeed.
Islam.
That's gonna be man, beautiful. Cazimi. I think last sun cycle, what they say last year, that would have been in Pisces. Yeah, Jupiter's in Pisces last sun cycle. So yeah, guys, be ready to receive some clarity. Man, was that Wayne Brothers too? Where it was like, keep hope alive.
You're hilarious. You're hilarious. I wonder why you're not showing right now, man. It's only I'm looking at the YouTube, I'm monitoring, and it's interesting because I am seeing. That's why I did that last time when I stopped all the what is that? The spotlights. Yeah, man. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, whoa, hold on now. Right? Okay. Oh, it is what it is. You have the host now, so it is what it is. Just it wasn't showing when you were speaking. And I was like, hold up. It was showing when you were screen sharing, however. But see if you can spotlight yourself real quick though, bro. And then spotlight me. Just to make sure. While you're doing that, Jadonna says the place where you catch up. Talking about catch a can. I know it's referring to that. I already know that. It's gotta be, man. It is so hilarious. Mother Kamisha says, Islam, Brother Hassan, and Brother Sean, peace and love. Moor is indeed. Regulated Moor says peace and love. And they also say the ancestors speak through the children. Hey, looky, Astro Cookie, right? So yeah, pertaining to the elders actually being able to modify what it is that they do, you know what I'm saying, and learn from the children, because as Regulated Moor is sharing there, ancestors speaking to the children. Remember, we are the ancients returned, so that's only what's happening with the youth that comes also, right? They're ancients returned, so we turn our hearts to the children, and the children turn their hearts to us, but we'll be able to grow in a very healthy fashion. However, Brother Sean, I yield the floor to you, beloved brother Islam.
Islam, yeah. Peace and love to you all in the chat that interact with us. Peace and love to all that this video comes across, whether it pops up on your feed or it's shared or however. Peace and love to you as well. Enjoy your studies. You already know Lawful Living, Jurisprudent Gym is tomorrow, and you can catch us, Brother Hassan and I, and Brother Sauce, Brother Soul Sauce, Brother Jag, Terrell Tamari Bay Wednesday for our tropical medical astro weather reports. And yeah, make sure y'all catch yesterday's live too from not impromptu, AstroCivics Sunday. Make sure you catch that, and that's pretty much it. Y'all enjoy the rest of your moon day. Yeah, that's kind of about it. We got some work to do. So yeah, peace and love to all. Happy full moon. I know that should be occurring probably about like a degree or two. I remember it's like the 5th or the 6th, right? So yeah, happy full moon to you all. The first one of the Astro New Year. Peace and love to you all. Peace and love to your loved ones, your little ones. And yeah, We out of here. Shout out to you, bro, and peace and love to all. Hasta mañana. I think that's see you soon.